I found this wooden Lazy Susan at Target. It was $3 and it measures 8 inches in diameter. I have a square dowel. I get this from Hobby Lobby. They're pretty long, so I just cut them to the size I need. And I have 2 pieces here that measure 10 inches. I'm going to pre-drill through the bottom of the Lazy Susan into one piece of the square dowel and then attach it together with a screw. I first applied a little bit of hot glue to the bottom of the dowel. That way it stood there nicely while I was pre-drilling and then drilling in the screw. And I did one on both the left and right side, and I tried to pick the center of the square for placement. Again, the sides measure 10 inches. You can get these from Hobby Lobby for a couple dollars, and then I just cut them to the size I need. Once everything was attached, I'm then going to take some Wise Owl Snow Owl and paint the entire thing. I'm going with white. You could pick any paint color of your choice. All paint products can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And I just gave this good coverage. I'm going to set that aside to dry. I have 2 more pieces of wood. You can get these from the Dollar Tree. They are a little longer. I cut mine to be 9.5 inches, and I painted both pieces with the Wise Owl Snow Owl as well. Next, I found this little cactus cork board from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to take it apart and just use the cork board part, and I'll save the cactus frame for another time. I got this square pencil holder from Dollar Tree, and I painted the entire thing with some Wise Owl Snow Owl. I'm going to allow that to fully dry. Once it's dry, I'm going to use some Wise Owl 1-hour enamel clear to decoupage this tissue paper that I found from the dollar store around the wooden square pencil holder. So after my paint had dried, I placed the Wise Owl 1-hour enamel clear. You can also use varnish or Mod Podge if you prefer. And I went around the square, just wrapping the tissue paper around the sides. Once that was in place, I then went on top of it with a coat of the Wise Owl 1-hour enamel clear. And then I'm just going to set that aside to fully dry. Now I'm applying everything with this foam brush. I have 3 hooks here. You could find these at Hobby Lobby, Target, but I recently got a pack off Amazon for a very reasonable price. And I'm going to take 3 of them and screw them on the front of the one piece of wood here. And I'm just screwing them in place with some small screws. On my second piece of wood, I'm going to take a piece of that cork board that we took out of the cactus frame, and I'm going to glue it onto the right side. Now I do have extra here that I'm going to just cut off with a razor blade. And then I set that piece of cork board to the side so I could use it in the future. I have a little clothespin I'm going to glue to the left side of my cork board, and then I put this little cute burlap bow on top of the clothespin. Dollar Tree has all these different office supplies, and I found these little push pins there that are going to go into the cork board. Once everything had fully dried, I'm then going to glue my pieces together. I'm using some hot glue. You can certainly add some wood glue as well, but this will be staying indoors. I glued both of my 9.5-inch pieces of wood that we decorated on, one on the front and one on the back. My square pencil holder was now dry, and I'm going to go back and take a piece of sandpaper and just lightly sand all that excess tissue paper off. I just sand in a downward motion and it does not tear. So we're creating this really cute organizing caddy. Now I feel like you could just leave as is, but I had this square dowel that was pre-primed, and it just fit perfectly in that little space there. So I glued that down. And then I had a little black knob that I'm going to use some E6000 and glue it on top. And there you go. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.